Hello, this is a tutorial on how to access your on-demand statement in your WVU MyAccount. Once you log in to WVU MyAccount, there's actually a couple ways to access your on-demand statement. First, there is a statement section on your home page, which will have an on-demand statement button that will allow you to access those. Also, across the menu bar on the top of the screen, under the My Account tab, there is a Statements link to go to the Statements page. Initially, it will take a couple seconds for the blue box to appear that you see here that says click the button to view your account balance and details. That will not populate automatically. It does take a few seconds, so don't panic if it does not appear immediately. There is a button in that box for on-demand statements similar to what you saw on the home page. So when you're ready to access the statement, you can select that button. Also within this screen, there is a generated statement history, which will allow you to view the full history of every time that you've ever accessed a statement. It will also allow you to pick a date range. So how many times did you populate an on-demand statement for yourself to view between A date and B date? And you can select those dates accordingly and then view history when you are ready. If you just want to view the on-demand statement itself, you would select the on-demand statement button, select the term that you want to view on your statement and submit. That will bring up your on-demand statement screen. Now there's a lot to view on the screen, so I'll go through and explain these different components of this page. First, you will see the letterhead at the top of the left side of the screen. It will also have the West Virginia University information, mailing address, and physical address for the WVU Hub. It will have an email address there that is not a monitored email address. So if you wish to contact us, I would suggest using the methods that are listed on the hub.wvu.edu website. It will also have your first and last name as well as the address that we have on file for you. You will see your statement date, so the date that you access this on-demand statement, your name, your student ID, as well as your mixed email address, and the term that you are accessing this information for. Now, this particular student has a negative $3 balance that they owe underneath of their information here. Now, this balance that's listed here is taking into consideration all charges, as well as all payments that have been made, as well as pending payments on the student's account. So currently, this student does not owe anything. And the reason for that is down here, you'll see they have the tuition payment plan set up. So this is also taking into account the payment plan they have already set up for this term. Now, if you wish to save the information that you're seeing here for future reference, you can select the print button down here at the bottom right-hand corner. So it will pop up and it'll give you a print preview of what this document will look like. And you can go over here to destination and select that you would like to save it as a PDF if you just want to save the file. Or if you wish to print it instead, you can select whichever printer you want for this to print to and make any other changes that you want to make as to how you want this to look once it is printed, and then hit the print button. It is also important to note with these on-demand statements, these numbers are valid as of the time that you access the statement. If you want to view any new actions that have been made since you last accessed the statement, you would close it and hit the on-demand statement button again for the same term. And at that point, if there were any immediate changes that were made, you would be able to view them here. Now, it is possible too that there are changes that will not be able to be viewed immediately after they are made. So don't be alarmed if there are changes that take maybe overnight to see on your account, because there are some actions that do take a little bit of time to be fully completed. Keep in mind that these numbers are as of the time that you access the statement, pending any changes that have been made that take a little bit of time to be completed.